All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the workshop. What we have here next to me is our brand new BirelArt Rotax DD2 card. And I did a time-lapse video about our building process, so we'll have a look on that in a second, and then we will have a quick walk around and see what's different compared to senior Rotax, and then we will fire up the engine for the first time. So yeah, I will talk you through the build-up process just a bit, and then we will carry on with the walk around. So let's go. So here's what you get when you order a brand new card from BirelArt. You can see a few parts are already fitted, but most of them you need to fit by yourself, of course. And the engine comes also in a few parts, but basically the basic engine is already built up by Rotax. And you can see we started our build by mounting the chassis protectors. I do really recommend using chassis protectors, as you don't want to damage your chassis when you head out onto the track for the first time. And especially when you're using those thin protectors, I think you do not lose that much time on track. Then we carried on by fitting the steering and the brake system. And there we had a small problem, as the steering rod is really close to the braking rod actually, but when fitted correctly this should not be a problem. They do all already. You can see we put in the battery here, and now we're mounting the engine, and here it's essential to keep or to look that the rear axle is straight. And we're basically all new to Rotax DD2, so it was a bit tricky, but I think we managed that quite okay. And then we started to install the gearbox system, or the gear change system, and here we needed a bit of help from the internet, but in the end it's quite a simple system, especially that that engine cutout system when you shift the gear is quite simple, but quite cool. And day 3 of the build already. You can see we changed the location once again a bit. But I mounted the windshield here, and then it was time to start fitting the seat. You can find the exact measurements for the seat on the website of BirelArt. But fitting this seat is always a bit of a tricky work. But in the end, I think we did quite a solid job here. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, our finished Rotax DD2 card. And when we compare that to senior Rotax, what we see at first is that we have 4-wheel brakes on that card. So we will definitely be able to brake way later than in senior Rotax. Here we have our shifter cables. We haven't installed them yet. And what we have here is a screw, and with that screw we can change the brake balance, so that's also quite interesting. Let's see how I get used to that. Then we have our radiator on the left side. In senior you have that on the same side of the engine, so on the right side. So that's also different, and if we walk around here you can see we have a 40mm axle. In senior we have 50mm, so but here the wall of the axle is of course thicker, but that's also interesting. And here we have the engine, and we do not have a chain actually, so the engine is directly mounted onto the rear axle. And what we have here is our shifter system. Basically you have 2 gears in Rotax DD2, and you do have a engine cutout system basically, so you can stay fully on the throttle if you shift up that gear. And that system is extremely simple. It's just that screw that has a mass cable here, and basically when that screw so when you shift up the gear, that screw will touch that screw here, and then the engine will cut out for a short time, so you can shift the gear. So that's quite easy, and basically, yeah, that's more or less it. You have of course pedal shifts, and yeah, I think that's basically it. We have new aerodynamics as well, so I really like that windshield. Actually, you have a hole here. So yeah, and you do also have holes in the bumper, which is quite cool. And yeah, now we will fire up that engine, and I say thanks for watching, and now, yeah, enjoy a few seconds of Rotax DD2 sound.